on the Twitch.
That we are.
It's the Factorio stylings of Robbie Rigel and Thunderdan.
Yeah. Let's see. Last time we set up this refining over here, and I let that go a while off camera, but I did get a little bit carried away while I was waiting for that to filter out. So I set up the fuel cell production.
Okay.
But I also found a blueprint for the reactor and just pasted down a blueprint for the reactor instead of fiddling with it and building it by hand. So here's our nuclear reactor.
Hey. All right.
It is wired up in a way. This is, I think, as close to perfect ratio as you can get for just a 4-reactor setup. They get like adjacency bonuses, so you can do more reactors than this if you want to, but like we don't need to. It's being fed by robots, and these inserters are they're circuit network controlled.
Mm-hmm.
So there is over here. I have done a little.
If I get close to it.
I've done a little circuit network thing here, and this is just like basically just like a latch thing, and it reads the contents of these tanks here.
Mm-hmm.
And when the steam is below a certain amount, it'll turn on the reactors, which will then have them begin consuming fuel and producing more steam. And then when the steam is back above a certain amount, it'll shut the reactors back off. Because otherwise, if you just leave it on all the time, it'll just consume fuel endlessly, whether you need it or not, basically. See, like right now, these aren't like producing hardly any power, but the reactors would just still be consuming fuel.
Okay.
And steam is like, basically, you can use steam as like a battery. Because you can just store steam in tanks and then pull from it whenever you need the steam to produce electricity.
With the steam engine?
Yep.
Wow, so you could just like create like an excess amount of steam.
You could, yes. I've heard of people using trains to move steam around, and they like power their outposts via like steam trains.
Yeah.
Instead of having boilers out somewhere, they just have trains that bring steam to engines.
Yeah.
So we've got that set up. We are going to be pushing towards rockets.
Rockets.
So we need to figure out what we need to do for the research for that. And we need to focus on that stuff, and then we also need, along with that, we're going to need some stuff like the blue circuits, among other things. But so we're gonna push towards rockets, because I realized today that we have been recording this series for like 8 or 9 months now, something like that.
So do you need the rocket silo? Is that like the end game?
Yeah, we need the rocket silo. So we got to do like some tungsten processing, Nitinol processing, low density structures. There's a bunch of stuff in here that we need to do. But we should do. Where did it go? We should. Okay, yeah. I was going to say we should do the Advanced Electronics 3 first. I brought some blueprints over from
the YouTube series.
From the non-YouTube series to use here to help us along, so I just don't have to like redo those, figuring out those ratios, because I don't think anybody wants to do that.
You see how fast that tungsten processing went? Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, it's only like 100.
Yep. And there goes Advanced Electronics.
And we've got a lot of
we're just gonna.
We've got a lot of labs, so
yeah.
We are gonna need a little bit more room here, it looks like.
You have nuclear
Although,
weapons?
actually, we might have... There might be enough room here to put down... Like, there's only, like, 2 things that we would need to build, like, down... Actually, there's really only one thing that we would need to build. Oh, I just made 2 copies of that blueprint and not... Need this one. Yeah, I could probably squeeze in... If I turned it sideways, we would have enough room here to squeeze in the blue circuit and production here. The Nightfall we would have to do down at the other end. And then there's some like tungsten plate stuff we need to do.
Yeah.
Like tungsten carbide plates. And then there's also, we need to make rocket fuel, which I brought the blueprint for that as well. That'll have to be down probably near our oil production area. So what else do we need here?
Can we actually create like the offensive rockets? Or no?
The
No,
offensive rockets? Yeah,
Yeah,
we can probably build those.
Yeah, we can build those. What do you? I'm assuming there's a lot. Right? Is there a rocket launcher turret? Probably not.
No, there is not a rocket launcher turret.
Okay.
Okay,
Probably
so let's I guess let's start with the Nitinol.
Okay.
Actually, hang on, let me see. See if I can squeeze this down and we can kind of let this stuff start being built by robots. Hopefully, it might take a little while. I gotta move some. I gotta move a robot port here. Way. All right, let me just this one. We might not be able to actually produce all of these. We're gonna be missing assembly machines because this blueprint has all like red assembly machines, among other things.
Mm. No, they seem to be doing their thing.
Yeah, but they're not gonna have the red assembly machines to place down, along with these multi-purpose metal mixing furnaces, because we're not producing those anywhere.
Okay.
Some of that stuff we'll just have to make by hand. How many? Okay, we need 22 red assembly machines. I can make 2. Let's see here. Let's see what we get. There's an 11. We have titanium bearings somewhere, right?
I'm not sure if they're in the network. I know we're making some by where we're making blue belts. I'm not sure if they're in the network. Let me know if you're getting any.
I requested them. It might take them a minute to get here. The other thing I'm not entirely sure about is whether or not Well, no, we should be all right. I don't. Well, actually, no. What I don't know is whether or not all of the materials that go into making these things are being put into passive provider chests, because this is a robot heavy setup.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll find out.
That's where I'm making the. Oh, that's right. I made a train here. Or I thought I did. I don't know where the train went. So I could move back and.
Can you turn your volume up a little bit?
My volume up a little
Oh,
bit.
that's better.
Oh,
Whatever you just did there.
I leaned back.
Okay.
All right. Where are we making the? Did you get the bearings yet?
I have gotten yes, they are just starting to arrive in my inventory.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I am walking back from wherever we were producing bearings.
Got it. Do you want to head down to the other end and start a Nitinol setup or whatever?
Sure.
We probably don't need a lot of it. Like just like a single belt, probably not even like a blue belt worth.
Okay.
It's nickel and titanium. But it's probably easiest just to maybe copy one of our iron setups and just feed it nickel and titanium.
Okay.
Oh, and this is also gonna need power worked in here.
Does it just go into God? Does it go into regular electric furnaces?
That's a good question. Probably not. Would be my guess.
Let's see here. I'm assuming that's under Nightingale plates. Yeah, no, it's in a whatever a blue one is.
All right, I am short 5.
But I can edit a blueprint, can't I? What is all this?
Edit a blueprint.
Yeah.
You can delete things off of a blueprint. I don't know that you can
Swap structures out for other structures. Well,
you can using the upgrade planner thing. So like if you go into your upgrade planner and program what you want to swap things from to, and then you drop the blueprint into the little box that shows that is a shape of a blueprint. It'll change those things in the blueprint. I think. I don't know whether it should swap from.
Actually, do we already have? Do I already have this in like blueprint form? I have a feeling that I might. Like blueprint, I do. So where can I slap this down at?
I need stone brick.
Actually, probably if I did this down here, that's outside the walls. Probably shouldn't do that there. Maybe it's like a train. Or is that outside the wall? Or do we have a giant section of missing wall? No, we don't. So, alright. I'll just do this.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm just deciding where to place this. That's all. And I'll just stop this right here. And then we'll request some electric metal mixing furnaces from our electric metal mixing furnace. Oops, we don't need a stack. 10 will suffice. We'll just see which comes here first from the robots.
I'm just making things to complete this blueprint I placed down.
Is that it?
Probably should have rotated this all a different direction.
I kind of realizing I probably should have done that now over here too, but oh well. It doesn't matter in the long stretch of things. So do you want the stuff just like in a requester chest, or do you want it like on the bus?
No, I would probably just put that on the bus.
All right.
It is used for other things. Whether we actually do any of those other things or not is a different question.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got those already. So we can put electric metal mixing furnace there. And over right here with an electric metal mixing furnace.
You seem to be short something. Or is that me that's short? No, I'm short things. Never mind. That's not you.
Yeah.
Is this me that is short these express stack inserters? Yeah. That is me. 2 of those.
Which raw productivity cards are we making? We're making the 3s,
2s.
right? Oh, the 2s? Alright.
Honestly, I think anything above 2 is not actually worth the production costs. Because there's like diminishing returns and like belt bandwidth.
Yeah.
And like inserter speed to deal with then.
Yeah, what am I missing? Oh, I'm missing...
Which pumps are those? Those are pumps.
So we're making Nitinol.
Are you just short beacons now? Is that you that's
Yeah.
short beacons? Okay. Just making sure that's not me. I am short another one of these things. Means I need to find tungsten? There's a tungsten.
Got it.
We're going to need to bring some, like, gases. Well, not necessarily gases. Liquid stuff down here.
I believe this is nickel, right?
What do we need? Is that hydrogen chloride and the ferric whatever acid? Luckily, I think all of that's down here already because we're making green circuits not far away. And all of that is involved in the production of green circuits.